Welcome back. People at Gleno-Space have been working hard, and we've managed to procure enough funds to launch a manned mission to Duna. Now, this comes with several complications for our VAB designers, led by, of course, by the notorious vegan Pop Kerman, who is not very happy to be working in the VAB. However, he has managed to procure together a very fabulous craft, which should hopefully make it to Duna and back. So this is the craft. I have not come up with a specific name for it. It has got a very cryptic name. The long-range transfer vehicle docked with the rocket-propelled ascent class M. I will explain what all that means in another video, but in the meantime, we need to get this off the pad. So, I'm launching each piece individually, especially because the long-range transfer vehicle is quite heavy and carries a lot of fuel. It needs that amount of fuel to get to Duna and back. I'm not sure of the exact delta V. However, I'm not taking any risks. I don't want to send 3 kerbals out and then get stuck on Duna. So here I am. I'm making it into orbit. I made quite a big rocket, and you'll be surprised how long it took to get this thing into orbit. I was having problems with glitches, and my craft would just fall straight through the rocket. But I did manage to get into space. Now I'm going to deploy the solar panels. So let's get this lander up. I have to time warp to get the long-range transfer vehicle in range. I'm using a more conventional rocket for this launch. So, Ratchet Kerman at the helm is going to activate the ASAS, throttle up, gauge the engines. This is the ESR-1 launcher you might recognize from some of the previous videos, and it works quite well for medium payloads. However, I couldn't use it to launch the long-range transfer vehicle just because of how heavy it was. And this just uses skipper engines, so while it's able to get things up easily, it actually can't take that much launch weight. I think it's a good design, but it's not always useful in some cases. Most of the time it can be used. Great effect. Now Ratchet Kerman, he's preparing to throttle down, and then he's going to rendezvous. I haven't actually paid any attention to the transfer windows, so I'm actually going to have to put this into a higher orbit once I've got them docked together, which is kind of an oversight. So, we are about to dock. This giant docking port in the front looks a bit ridiculous actually, but it's functional. Luckily they haven't added in any special aerodynamics. I've also added in a smaller docking port on the front so I can actually detach that large docking port when I need to. But we're together. A little bit of oscillating, but I think the craft is fine. I just wanted to show this Kerbal eclipse. You've probably seen it before if you play Kerbal Space Program, but it looks quite interesting actually. You can see sort of the outline, and for some reason the side of the craft is lit up. That might be the battery lights. But here's our final transit to Duna. I'm just adjusting. You see I got an encounter there. That's that. Duna encounter. I'm gonna change my periaps halfway through so that I get closer, so I can aero brake. I'm going to use Duna's atmosphere to save fuel because I don't have enough fuel to do it otherwise. Crew, getting ready. We're relatively close to Duna now. It's been about 6 months, but there it is finally. crew have just got to make some routine system checks. Now we're in the atmosphere. The hands of Duna now. You can see his cameras, so oh, that's getting. Oh, we've got an Ike encounter. As you can see, our Apple apps is dropping. I decided to turn off the engines. If I can give us, but there's a problem. For some reason, I'm controlling from the wrong capsule. So I'm actually burning retrograde, which is increasing. I hope that this atmosphere doesn't drag me. Speed is still falling, but lower rate than before. Also got some problems with the nuclear engine. For some reason it overheats. I'm still falling, but not falling as quickly. Basically still the same now. In fact, it's increasing. So I decided, oh, I'll just roll down. Nope, not a good idea. Should be able to stay out of atmosphere. There we are. Jeb has done a great job piloting this mission. And I think he's ready to give the all clear for a landing once we've completed our orbital insertion burn. I'm aiming for roughly 80,000 meters. Don't want to go too high up because we need to use the lander to descend. We kind of want to rely on the parachutes that I've got there. Of course, you can't always do that on Duna. But now Bob, technician on board, has got to do an inspection of the lander, standard protocol. Bill and Bob, and Jebediah most particularly, are eager to get landing. However, mission control insists. And of course, we can't have Jebediah igniting the engine when it's non-functional. After all, it's been about 6 months since it was launched. Of course, many things can go wrong in 6 months, especially in interstellar space. But Bob has given the all clear, and now it's time to descend. Very exciting. So, of course, I'll leave it to the next episode.